Here we go with Jim Baker demonizing people who are against Trump in order to make the people that are against Trump seem like they're, there's a reason why they hate Trump, and it's not because Trump is bad, but it's because they're either demon possessed or, not human. So it's okay to continually support Trump no matter what and not really listen to what anybody says.
Those who hate the cross, they hate Trump. And there's a spirit of Antichrist in the world right now. Do you not sense that spirit?
I think it's so critical that people really understand why the hatred. Why is it?
It's not normal.
Well, it's because...
Wait, it's not normal to hate Trump, or it's not normal to have the spirit of the Antichrist around the world? Because according to the Bible, anybody that denies Christ is an Antichrist. So, what? Since the creation of Christianity, or since Jesus has been around, there's been the Antichrist, because there's been people who don't accept him. Even Jesus' family, according to the Bible, didn't really believe that Jesus was supposedly the Son of God. So I guess even Jesus' family were the Antichrist.
They've been working for 100 years to get to this one world governmental system. And all of a sudden this guy, by the name of Trump, comes along, and he starts campaigning against their globalistic system. And the first thing he did was pull us out of the Paris Climate Change Accord, which was... And that was their plan for world government, because climate is international. The air doesn't stop the border, the water doesn't stop the border. So you have to have international law to...
Okay, the Paris Climate Agreement is not international law or anything. It's just a bunch of nations agreeing in a non-binding resolution to help try to curb carbon emissions. If a nation doesn't, they're not gonna have all the other nations like fining them or anything. It's just it'd be like, three people coming together being like, hey, let's try to do this to keep our yard clean. But if one person doesn't, help clean up the yard or something, it's not like the other two people are going to, arrest them or anything. It's a non-binding resolution, and just people are agreeing to do something to try to help curb stuff.
To control climate. Well, they plan to have international law that will control every nation, and they actually have put together a plan to be completed by 2030, which all the nations signed on to, that we're going to go together, we're going to give everybody a global ID by 2030. I mean, they've got this thing all planned out. Well, when Trump comes along and upsets their apple cart, he pulled out the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's the even Republicans have not been hated like this guy. But it's because he was against their one world government, and this hatred is deeply human. It's satanic.
Yeah.
No, it's not satanic. It's not inhuman. People feel that Trump is making a huge mistake pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement, because climate change is becoming a large issue. There's a lot of problems going on. An increase in hurricane, increasing global temperatures. A bunch of bad is, it's just, the climate is getting warmer. And the more that happens, there's going to be larger and larger effects that we'll see. These people just want to, put their heads in the sand and claim that people are against what Trump is doing because they're demons or demon-possessed or inhuman. It's just they're just doing a demonization tactic, telling their followers, these people are they're against Trump for this reason, so just ignore what they're saying and everything's going to be fine. Though people like this, they probably believe that only God can change the climate so that there's nothing to worry about, and that, God has given humans domain over the earth so that we can do whatever we want no matter what, and it's okay. When it's not okay, because the next generations are going to have to deal with the worsening and worsening conditions of the earth. So the sooner we start trying to keep the earth functioning for humanity, the better it is to be for everybody, especially the future generations, because it's going to get to the point where the earth is not going to be able to support humans. So we just need to try to stop what humans are doing, so that there's a greater chance of humans being able to survive later into the future.
It is so satanic because Satan hates it that Trump is messing up his plans.
Right. Yes.
That's what's really going on now.
Okay, what about God's plan? Is Satan's plan part of God's plan? Because I don't understand how the Christians constantly say that God has this ultimate plan, and then somehow Satan is able to make his own plans and go against God's plan. How can that be when God is all-powerful and all-knowing? Nothing is going to be able to go against his own plan, his will, if he's all-powerful. If Satan can actually go against God's will, then that means God is not all-powerful, which they kind of don't want to admit that, but in a sense they have admitted to that God is not all-powerful, since Satan can go against God's will.